what's up? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We are here with Jake.
Do it.
I told Jake, episode 8 with Jake. I was like, is that corny, guys?
And then everybody behind the camera said nothing, so we were like,
Silence.
Yeah, we know the answer.
Jake is, would you say commercial actor? Would you say actor? Would you say model actor? TikTok famous? What's up?
Bro, I'm trying to do it all, so all of
Jake
the above.
is doing it all.
Really, because I don't even want to limit. I want to do more than that, to be honest.
Oh, how did you get into acting?
Man, I just answered this question the other day. It's so funny, but basically, ever since I was a kid, I just knew that I was gonna do something in the limelight, if you will, right? I didn't know what the heck it was gonna be, and then not till I was about 16, I had a family friend that was over at like Thanksgiving. Could not give you the name of this girl, but God bless her. Thank you. Shout out to her. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know her name. I didn't even know her before she even talked to me, but she was just like, she saw how tall I was. She saw I had the height. And she was working with Kim Dawson at the time in Dallas. I'm going to say here in Dallas because Dallas is close enough to me. But yeah, she told me to hit them up. And I walked in there and they were like, they seemed a little interested in me, but I had braces on. And for modeling in Dallas, that's kind of like a no-no. So they basically said, when you get your braces off, come holler at us and then we'll see what's up, right? So I was just glad that I was even in there because I was starting to get on that little acting journey, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm taking a long way here, by the way. This is like the longest story. But basically, fast forward some years, I got my braces off, my teeth were straight. And I made my rounds to all the Dallas modeling agencies, and they were all like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this kid. Like, I was like too skinny or too this or too that or something, right? And so I was like, well, I know I'm going to do this. So I'm not going to just, I heard a no from every agency in here in Dallas, and so I'm going to quit. Nah. So I made my rounds. I probably asked every agency here in Dallas a good 3-4 times. And then finally, my friend was with agency we were previously with. And I was like, I didn't even know they did acting at the time. I thought that, agency is like, that's how new I was to the game, right? So I asked them, hey, can you put a good word in with me and your agent? And I asked them, and they said no. Actually, I didn't even get a response the first time. But then they said no. And then the third time of me asking them, they were like, yeah, I guess if you want, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm stretching over here to try and like even get signed, let alone start in the business, right? So I finally get like some footing in. I get a couple of commercials and I meet a good friend of mine. Shout out to Jackson Kelly, just at the Oscars. Speaking of Oscars, we were talking about Oscars before this. He was on a film that got nominated. Shout out to Jackson. I owe that man a lot. So, yeah. But anyway, speaking of owing him, he got me on with my agent that I have now. God bless her. Duval Mack. Shout out. And then, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
It's been up since there, huh?
Honestly. And so I'm very thankful for everyone I just mentioned. Honestly. Even the ones that said no, I'm thankful because you help you build some grit on your some calluses on your hands and stuff like that. So very appreciative.
Literally, me and Jake were on set together. It was my first commercial. So, it was your first commercial,
bro? It was the life.
I was kind of like in the back. Jake was in the front.
Hey, we was on that together. Hey, if you look on the TV, we both on there.
The HEB one.
Yeah, that was my first ever like.
That one was my first one, and honestly, my first and favorite.
Word.
Yeah, because we were just like,
pause for background noise and let that door close too. There we go. What were you saying?
It was my favorite because I don't know, like just everybody there, like the people I was with, and I mean, it was just so much fun for me, like my first experience.
So I'll talk about Life Church like a little after this, but that one, the director on that one, Mr. Anton, he was like, that day was so rushed. However you felt about that day, that guy is so much like he's even nicer
Mm-hmm.
than that on the other projects. But like that day, I think they were very far behind. But like that's crazy. Like next time you work with him, watch out for it, and like you'll just be like, bro, like you were good the first time. You're great. Like when you're not rushed, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I've worked with him on a couple of stuff. Outside of HEB, I told him that was my first one, and he's great. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Like that day, oh my God. And your first, hold on, pause. But your first is like so memorable and so crucial in the development of like which way you
Right.
go in this career. I'm glad you had a good
So I
first,
think
like,
that's why I
first
hold
time.
it so close. Cause
Oh
I'm just
yeah, I
like,
don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like and that day was a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. So I don't blame you.
what is your favorite commercial that you've been in?
Man.
Or project or something?
Oh, that's okay. You just made it harder with that last word. But I say commercial, I say HEB, and I want to. But my first ever project was my first one. Like I tell this story when in casting a lot of times I ask you like, give us a little bit about yourself. This is always what I say. So I'll practice this stuff a little bit. So let's see if I can get it right. But basically, it was with Life Church. Shout out to them too. And so when I signed with that one agency, I didn't get an audition for like the first 6 months, right? Or my first agency I'm talking about. And so I was like, dang. At that point, I was starting to lose hope because I worked so hard to get signed that it was like, man, then I got to work so much harder to even get a job or an audition, right? So I finally got an audition with Life Church, right? And did you read with me on that one, on Life Church? My girlfriend's behind there. But I think she read for me and didn't hear nothing for a really long time. And then out of the blue, I heard like I got it. And so I pulled up to Oklahoma. It was an overnight shoot, right? And so I'm so excited. Like I'm literally standing on the DP's heels, just seeing what he's doing with the camera and like wardrobe and makeup. I'm just like following them around like a lost little duck or something like that. And I'm just like taking it all in. And it's like, bro, I'm so like, I don't think a smile left my face the entire night. I was so happy to just be there. Right. And let alone when I got my scenes in, I was like, oh, I was feeling that buzz. You know what I mean? That like that high that you feel when you just on the camera. Right. And so, yeah, that night ended and they said that's a wrap. I literally cried, bro.
No
like
way.
I had to, as I was walking to my car, I was
Tears of
crying.
joy.
Tears of joy, bro. Like I literally was crying tears of joy. I literally like before I even got on my car, it's funny, we was outside of the church. I was literally praying to God, like just thank you. Like I finally found what I want to do. Man, I'm about to tear up right now just think about it. But yeah, I really that was
awesome.
a great night. That's
Yeah.
but it's the first, man. The first is so crucial. And that was my first, but
You have a special connection with that.
oh yeah. That's why I love working with them. They're so nice.
How do you prepare like for an audition?
Man,
Like,
I don't. I just go. No, I'm
you
just kidding. I'm just
just go-
kidding.
I know. I just go. all in.
Nah, I really don't have a special way of preparing. I feel like one, obviously learn your lines, right? Because especially now in the day of self-taping and stuff like that, you don't want to have a script, bro. You can get as many takes as you want on a self-tape, right? Why would you need to script? Like just practice more, right? So definitely number one is learn the lines for sure. And then I try to look at the character breakdown. Like, you know how casting gives you like a little bit of character breakdown, just like a bio of the character, right? I try to read the heck out of that. Sometimes, most of the time it's like good ones. So I try to like see what this character is like. Sometimes there's some shitty ones though. I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes like there's like, I got one the other day and I'm so sorry about this. I hope this casting director doesn't see this, but it literally said, bright young man. I said, what do you want me to, and I'm telling you, this is not commercial. This is like a, something that's got a lot of lines in it, right?
Okay.
And I did not know how to read for this character even a little bit. I was just being myself at that point, right? Because that's all you can be if.
Because what? I'm a bright young man.
No, hey, I appreciate that, but like I didn't know what else to go off of. You're not giving me anything else to kind of go off of, so. That's basically, it's very simple. Like I don't have like a crazy routine, like smack myself in the face, dunk my head in some cold water, nothing like that. I don't have a crazy routine. What about you? Maybe I need to take some pages out of your book or something. How do you prepare?
Well, like you said, you got to put yourself to that character.
Yeah.
So when they don't give you much to go off of, you just got to make your
It's tough.
mind. You make your mind up about that character.
I got you.
You know, because it could go one way, or the character can go the other way. Like she can be happy or she can be sad. You know, so you have to decide. Like
bright
okay,
or dark.
Exactly.
No,
so they said
I don't know
bright.
what I'm saying.
They said bright. So I was like, okay, she's happy.
Yeah,
She's joyful. You know.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
You just got to make up your mind about that character.
I got you.
Yourself,
maybe more more firm in my footing when I do something like that. All right, I got a page out of Kim's book. I'm finna land every audition now, baby.
What would be your dream role, like commercial or film?
Man, I wish I could answer that. I really do. But like, it's with this, it's not even. I don't have a dream like role like that. I literally just love doing it so much. I don't care what I'm doing. Like I just want to be on set and act. Like I know that sounds like maybe a certain way, but I can't pick. No, I just love being on set. Like that's what I do it for. I do it for what's this quote, man? The man who loves walking will walk a heck of a lot farther than the man that loves the end goal or something like. I know I butchered that. Apologies, but like basically, if you love walking, you're gonna get a lot further than the guy who loves that end goal more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
No, I love that. Yeah.
I butchered that really bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you love walking, you'll walk anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. So I love the walking. I love the journey of just like being there. I don't dream role. I mean, I don't know.
That's awesome. So
do you have a dream role?
I do actually.
What? Talk to me.
I'm more like commercial, so I really want to do like Flo from Progressive or Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm, like he's at it. Like he gets. You're on a football field. You're in a car. You're anywhere, grocery store. Jake like you're in a shoe store. Like Jake gets to experience it all, and I want to do that. With one particular State Farm with one company.
I could really feel you. Like I could really see.
It doesn't have to be insurance or.
Yeah. But
it just happens to be Flo from Progressive or Jake from State Farm. Like,
bro, Flo, I would watch out.
She got my nerves. She got my nerves.
Hey, I will watch out because I could totally see. I'm gonna have to keep that Jake from State Farm roll off of you. You gotta watch out too, Jake from State Farm. No, ain't no beef with you, but I'm gonna need to. I need to come for my name in that role, bro.
He got to meet Drake. If you don't know, I love Drake. Okay,
that's right.
Then he met Patrick Mahomes. Like literally,
that's two goats right there.
Okay, yeah, I'm jealous of you.
Two goats.
Like,
man, maybe we need a Kim from State Farm and a Jake from State Farm, and then we just be like duo, like what? You know what I mean? Like it's Flo and the other dude, the white dude with the spiky hair. You know what I'm talking about? Her best friend, but he's kind of annoying.
I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either, but sorry. But yeah, that's awesome. I could totally see you in a role like that. For real.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time, folks. Yeah. Matter of time.
Maybe in like 10 years. 10 years.
Nah. It's a matter of less time than that, I think.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to
do something like this?
Yeah.
Once that car goes by, I'll let you know. You heard that too, Miles? I want to make sure it's picking it up. Sorry. They give me more time to think of my answers, I guess. Honestly, I was talking to someone last night. I went to like kind of a modeling event last night, and I was talking to this kid, and he was basically like, he didn't get in front of the camera because he was feeling he was so like self-conscious isn't the word, but maybe nervous, or he wanted to wait for the right moment. Like, I want to wait till I get my six-pack, or I want to wait till like my skin clear. Honestly, I think it's just go get it. Like, you're going to hear no's, whatever, right? But if you just keep going after it, it's a marathon, not a sprint, honestly. I'm coming so corny with the sayings today, bro. I hope they're relating with somebody out there, but it seriously is a marathon, not a sprint. I had I ain't gonna do the math, but like I'm gonna say like throw a number 20 no's before I even got signed with the agency. If I would have gave up on the first round of speaking with all the agencies here in Dallas, then I wouldn't be right here. I wouldn't be acting. I'd be at home, honestly. Like, I think just go out there and get it and don't give up. If you want it bad enough, you're going to stick with it and you're going to be successful. The moment you give up, that's when your dream ends. And that's literally
I've heard
the only
that
piece of advice.
Yeah, I like that because I used to be on this social media app where you just can hear people talk, but it was like in real lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And they would be like, for every no, it brings you one closer to your yes.
That
that stuck with me. I'm just like, yeah,
that too?
because we hear no's, like, you know, in this industry, you're going to get rejected, like, regardless. But it brings you one closer to that yes.
I have to ask you something. How long have you been doing this for?
The acting?
Yeah. You thought I meant podcasting. yeah, the acting. The acting.
Podcast just started like a couple months ago.
I know, that's that. But like the acting part of it.
I got signed January 2021.
So that's during COVID, if I'm not mistaken.
2021? It was after COVID.
After COVID.
So I went to a modeling school like summer of 2020, like mid-COVID. I went to a modeling school, and then after the modeling school, I took some acting classes.
Yeah.
And then I got signed January 2021.
Got you. Congratulations on that.
And then, so it's only been a couple years. I'm still very, very new to the game.
We all learn it all the time, man. But what I was gonna say is, so have you ever been on a in-person audition?
Once, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I've never been, so I would ask you about that.
Oh my gosh, it was so terrible. They're probably like, this girl does not need to be here. What? I blanked. I went completely.
Was it commercial or what?
It was a commercial. They give you the script right there, so you gotta on hand.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, so you kind of have
you're in a room.
See, that's when it's okay to have your script like right there when you audition it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in a room with a bunch of people. They all kind of look like you, and you're just like,
yeah.
Like, I'm pressured.
Yeah.
And then there was one girl I knew. She's actually the owner of the modeling school I went to.
Okay.
And I was like, hey. I was like, and she's good, you know, she's books a lot too, and she knows her stuff. And so I just felt really pressured. I was like, oh God, this is new. Yeah. This is my first in-person audition. And when I got in that room, I was like,
damn.
I was like,
bro, learning experience though. Like, you know what not to do now.
They're probably like, this girl is a no.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm lying. I've had two of them now.
Was the second one better?
Second one was better.
There
it wasn't that bad.
There we go. You learned from the first.
But the first one was.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was out.
We don't gotta talk about it. But I was making a point with that when I've never done an in-person audition, right? But even that one, I'll take that one too. Have you ever actually heard a no, or is it just like you don't hear from them?
You don't hear from them.
To me,
that
okay. Is so much better than actually. I don't know. I literally, in my mind, I try to be an optimistic person. All I hear is yeses. Like, either you get the job, or maybe they still think it. In my mind, that's how it works. I know that's like a crazy way of thinking, but it's like you just hear yeses, so that makes it a lot easier for me. I don't know, unless I see the commercial. But then, if you ever see a commercial you audition for, and be like, no hate, for real. But man, I could have bodied that one a little better.
I could have done that.
That's what I'm saying, man. But no hate, for real. No hate. I know that sounds a little bad, but
yeah, no, I audition and I just forget about it.
Exactly. That's the
best way to go.
I love that honestly, process. I really do. Never hearing that, man. I love that.
So what do you do when you're not acting?
Man, that's a good question. When I'm not acting, I literally am trying to find a way to get on set. Whether that be, like, me and my girl right now are learning Spanish so I can get more jobs to be on set more often. Oh, I tell you, I love this. I have like an obsession with this. Like, I really do love it to my core. So everything that I do is really just, I'm trying to get on set more. When I'm not acting, I'm learning something that could get me on set more. When I'm not acting, I'm learning how to apply for something that maybe I don't see on my normal routinely checks that could get me on set more. Like Facebook. I didn't even know Facebook had like a lot of casting. I'm just now learning Facebook has casting. So I'm about to sign up for Facebook literally today, man. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. Like anything.
That's good. You're always learning.
Oh yeah. I'm trying. And it's good for the mind too. I love learning Spanish. Who would have thought? Yeah. You speak Spanish?
No.
Are you Hispanic?
That's another thing. I am Hispanic.
Okay,
but you know, I don't speak Spanish. I mean, I know like, hi, how are you? How old are you? What's your name?
Hola,
The
¿cómo
basic.
está? ¿Qué tal? Okay, okay.
The basic,
Yeah, I
but
got you. I got you. It's
other
never
than
too
that.
late to learn. It's never too late to learn. But
All right.
yeah,
Jake.
always learning. Always learning.
Yes, always.
Always.
What's your favorite pizza?
I feel bad now because you got a pizza right there. If I don't say veggie, I will feel so bad.
What's your favorite pizza? It's okay. It doesn't have to be the one I got.
So I'm Hindu, right? So I don't eat beef. I don't know what the heck pepperoni is, whether it's beef, pork, or a combination of both, but I just never eat pepperoni. So because of that, as a kid, I always knew I was safe with cheese. This is probably the most boring answer you're going to get on this question. Cheese is my favorite pizza.
Dang, if I would have known that, I would have gotten cheese and not veggies.
I know. I should have told you, bro. That's on me.
I was like, I was debating too. I was like, should I get cheese? I was like, no, that's boring. What if he thinks that's boring?
Nah, I know it's boring, but that's my favorite. I just always feel like, you know, when you feel safe.
Dang, I should just went with my instinct.
I feel bad. I'm still going to eat this veggie, though. I'm still going to eat the veggie. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's cheese.
All right. All right, Jake. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story. It was episode 8 with Jake, y'all. Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
All right, guys. YouTube fam.
Nothing to say still?
I got nothing to say back there.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. We go rock with it. Episode Jake with 8. Let's go.
YouTube fam, don't forget to subscribe, like. You can listen to Kimbo Slice of Life on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere you get your pods. We'll see y'all in 2.